Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Huntoon Memorial Field here in Oregon. Tonight, it's the Oregon Panthers girls soccer team taking on the visiting Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. It's youth night tonight. The girls of this Oregon team will be handing out some signed soccer balls to the youth players who have joined them to celebrate soccer out here in Oregon. Thanks so much for joining us here on OCA Media, Oregon's cable access station. It's great to be with you. We hope we are getting this feed out to you live. We're doing some technical experiments with some new equipment, but whether you're watching us live or later on YouTube or on the OCA cable channels on Charter Cable, we really appreciate you tuning in and supporting local sports here in the Oregon community. Both teams going through the handshake, and we're going to have the introductions in just a moment from PA announcer Jim Vaught. We'll go over to him now, and we'll be back with the start of this game. You're listening to OCA Media, Oregon Panthers girls soccer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's starting lineups. For the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks, at midfielder, a junior number 2, Haley Miles. At forward, a junior number 3, Kate England. At midfielder, a junior number 4, Corinne Stoutenborough. Starting at defender, a sophomore number 5, Vanessa Torres. At midfielder, a senior number 7, Camille Lowenstein. At defender, a junior number 18, Jackie Jensen. At midfielder, a senior number 19, Brianna Allard. Starting at defender, a freshman number 24, Alexis Dainert. At forward, a junior number 25, Georgia Brannaman. Starting at defender, a sophomore number 28, Anna Sheneke. And in goal, a senior number 20, Rachel Gerendale. The Blackhawks are coached by Jeff Jensen. And now for your Oregon Panthers! Starting at midfielder, a senior number 2, Sammy Ayers. At forward, a senior number 3, Kaylee Sweeney. At midfielder, a junior number 4, Maddie Schwartz-Miller. Starting at defender, a sophomore number 6, Brooklyn Kane. At midfielder, a junior number 7, Katie Isley. A sophomore, number 9, Avery Fanning. At defender, a sophomore, number 20, Emma Halverson. At defender, a junior, number 21, Cassie Cluck. Starting at forward, a sophomore, number 22, Ashley Hansen. At defender, a junior, number 24, Sydney McKee. And in goal, a sophomore, number 0, Malia Moyer. Your Panthers are coached by today's birthday girl, Julie Grotzner. Happy birthday, Coach Grotzner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose are stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fort Atkinson High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Athletics Administrator Mike Carr, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship.
And welcome back, everybody. Zach Seeloff here with you for OCA Media's presentation of Oregon Panthers girls soccer. The Panthers taking on the visiting Fort Atkinson Blackhawks tonight. Fort Atkinson sitting at 3-1 so far this year, doing well for themselves. Oregon coming off a nice win against the Stoughton Vikings, 4-0 in that contest. In fact, they kept Stoughton from ever even getting a shot on goal. So an impressive performance from an Oregon team that has been to the state tournament the last 3 years running and is certainly hoping to make it back there again this year. Youth night here in Oregon. A lot of younger soccer players accompanying these girls onto the field, and we'll receive some autographed balls from them later on. A nice little treat for the younger players. Hundreds of young soccer players in this Oregon youth program, and it's great to see the highest level of it, the high school, getting some action in tonight. We're just about ready to get underway. 2 45-minute halves in the girls' high school game. If we're tied at the end, that's just how it goes down. No overtime here in the regular season. Kickoff begins, and Oregon launches one down, and we are underway. Good push there. Nice hard push coming from Ashley Hansen. And she allows Oregon to generate their first pressure. Her pass, though, goes a little bit beyond the defense and all the way back across the midfield line as the Oregon defense gathers it up. Near side now for Cassie Cluck. She gets it going forward towards Fanning. Nice little one-touch pass, and it's actually flicked off the defender. Still trying to grab it, and now she does. Moving that forward was Vanessa Torres of the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks now bring it up the near side and try and get an offensive push of their own. Cluck pushing hard there against Kate England of the Fort Atkinson team. Oregon knocking it out, and it'll be the Blackhawks to get the throw in. All the way down towards the corner, and now it's McKee battling with it right there in the corner. Moving it along the end line. Clearing pass is picked off by the Blackhawks. Nice little foot movement here from Corrine Stottenborough. She sends one in, and it is gloved and handled well by goaltender Malia Moyer. Moyer, only a sophomore, but saw action all season last year as senior Kelly Kubicek, then a junior, was injured and out the whole season. And boy, as a freshman goaltender, Moyer was just outstanding, and she has earned the starting job again this year in her sophomore campaign. Nice run up here by Oregon. Callie Sweeney trying to get after this one. Meets it there on the end line, then moves around. Nice job, tries to center that ball in. Briefly in the penalty area, but the Blackhawks are able to clear it out towards midfield. Just under 2 minutes gone, and we've got a foul signaled by the official against Oregon, so that'll be a free kick for the Blackhawks.
Atkinson.
Thanks to everyone who's tuning in here. If you're not familiar with OCA Media, we're Oregon's cable access station. You can find us on YouTube. Search for OCA Media. You can also go to ocamedia.com. And finally, you can watch us on Charter Cables, channel 983 and 984. And that extends not just to people in Oregon. You get that in Madison, further south, all over the place. So check your cable package if you've got if you're a Charter subscriber. We're on channels 983 and 984. Oregon moving it ahead again. Working into the offensive zone, not able to hold that ball. Nice little force though, and here they come as they pick off a pass. Moving along is Fanning to the top of the penalty area, now behind the defense a little bit. Turning a shot and a score! And it's Maddie Schwartzmiller putting it in off the goaltender, Rachel Gerendale of the Blackhawks. Schwartzmiller and Fanning combined. They get the first goal, just 2 minutes and 39 seconds gone off the clock. An outstanding push, and that's what you see from Oregon a lot. They do not concede possession to the other team ever. They always stick with it, always try and get it back. Even when it looks like the defense has it cleanly, they keep fighting, and there they just, through sheer effort, generate a scoring chance and indeed a score. And quickly they're on top 1-0.
Oregon goal scored by
Blackhawks on the kickoff.
Schwartzmiller.
Cassie Cluck with it now, sending it up to Fanning once more.
Time of the goal, 2:39.
Isley now with it for the Panthers and moves it across. This is something the Panthers also do well, moving the ball back in order to hold possession. Very strong possession team, and now on a run, it's Jenna Stats on that far side, kicks it in, great job. And that one goes towards Sweeney. Sweeney leaves it back, looking for a swing here from the top of the box. Fort Atkinson, though, able to clear that one out. Fort Atkinson doing much like Stoughton did, holding their defenders deep. Here's a nice lead ball, though, as they run with it. It's McKee putting the defense on against the Blackhawks. Not able to hold it in is Georgia Branneman. Sydney McKee will get that throw in. Quickly drops the ball into Schwartzmiller, who had the goal at 2:39. Works with it near midfield. Tries to move it along the near line, but it's out of bounds. And the throw-in coming from Fort Atkinson. That ball out of bounds back the other way, and it'll be Oregon's throw-in here. Once again rolling along. This time, though, it stays with Oregon, and they're going to try for a quick throw-in, looking to lead Sweeney down the line. She has it knocked out of bounds. Again off Fort Atkinson, though, and again an Oregon throw-in. Right to Katie Isley. Isley with a good hold. Back to Sweeney. Sweeney thinking about sending this one in. She does. Tries to launch it by the D, but they intervene at the last moment, top of the box. Clear it out to that near side. Little jam there. Nice hold. Great play by Oregon, and Sweeney's got it once again. Oregon still threatening. Moving into the center for Isley. Now all the way to the far edge. And this one, Sammy Ayers, outstanding midfielder for this Oregon team. Now they drop it in. Bangs hard off the chest of the defender. They continue to play it forward. Move it corner for Cluck. She's way up from the defensive position. Routes it into Sweeney. Sweeney hustling toward that end line. Fort Atkinson holds there. Sweeney able to grab it back. Nice little step over move and into Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller tries to center, blocked by the defense. Still loose though. Hansen got a foot on it. And now Hansen at the end line, pushed down. Some of these Oregon fans wanted a penalty shot. Not going to get it. This ball is out of bounds off of Fort Atkinson. So Oregon will retain possession and get the throw in here. Send it right to Cluck in the near corner. Cluck crosses that one. It spins away and all the way to the far edge. Sammy Ayers stepping up, but it's pushed past by the Blackhawks and then out of bounds off of Oregon. 5.5 minutes gone in the contest. Oregon with a quick 1-0 lead thanks to a 2:39 strike from Maddie Schwartzmiller.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Madison.
Oregon, one of those
Hawkins.
teams that does everything well. Offense, defense, goaltending, play at midfield. I mean, you name it, they do it. And they do it well all the way up and down their roster. And you'll see that from Coach Julie Grutzner. She never hesitates to substitute in players from deeper in the bench. And that allows them to stay fresh, stay loose. And I think is one of the reasons they are really able to outplay a lot of their opponents, where a lot of teams have talent at their starters, but maybe not deeper. The Oregon is talented all the way down the roster. Panthers have this one at midfield, send it back toward Ayers, and she works it further into the defense. McKee ahead to Isley. That one a bit strong. Isley still battling for it, though, and along with Sweeney and Schwartzmiller, they've got it back. Hires ahead now to Fanning. Fanning with a nice little move. Isley calling for it. She leads her. Oh, boy, what a lead pass, but a great stop by the defense. Panthers still fighting for it, and now it's Fanning. Fanning near the top of the penalty area, looking to strike at this one. Pushes it towards Schwartzmiller, and it's kicked away by the defense of the Blackhawks. Cluck now on the near side. Tries to cross one in. Good header by the defense. They're just going to push that one out of play, and the Panthers will have to throw it in, not far from the midfield line.
Nice hustle.
Credit to the ball boy out there.
Now in for
And it'll be Cluck to throw it in.
Mara Weidenseed.
Mara Weidenseed checks in, and she replaces Ashley Hansen. Will take a well-deserved break. Cluck to Schwartzmiller here. Schwartzmiller, a nice little chip, and it's Fanning in a foot race. She's not going to get there in time, though. First on the scene is Alexa Daynert of the Blackhawks. Schwartzmiller still has it, tries a cross, no good. Blocked up by the defense. Good stop there by Sweeney. She's got an open look with that left foot, tries to get it back on the right side, and the defense able to exploit that and push it back out towards midfield. Cluck shielding this one, tries to fire it off her defender, is not able to, and the throw in quickly to Fort. And that is a illegal throw-in, didn't have both feet set, and so that turns it around for Oregon. Cluck to take this throw. Referee signals ready, and she drops it back to the defense of Sydney McKee. McKee feeling pressure from Kate England, but nicely clears it. Again, Cluck clears this one off of Ford out of bounds. Pushes it further on towards Fanning. Fanning right on the near edge. Back to Cluck. Cluck fires it down. That looked like a handball, but no call. And it's Schwartzmiller that's got it. She chips it along, and here's Sweeney. Sweeney tries to clear it. She can't do it, but she earns the corner kick as she throws it off the end line and out of bounds. And taking this corner kick will be Morgan Hansen. It appears. Oh no, excuse me. That's 20, not 23. It's Emma Halverson to take this one for Oregon with 8:46 on the clock.
Halverson.
First set play for either team in this game. Oregon already up 1-0 here in the first half. Halverson, a nice high cross right into the center. McKee nearly got on top of it. A great ball from Halverson, but the Panthers not able to settle it in. This one towards McKee as well from the edge, a shot and a score! Coming in from nowhere was Avery Fanning. Oh boy, I thought that ball was headed just out of bounds, and then Fanning streaks in from the far side, makes it 2-0. Gives a little pat on the shoulder to goaltender Rachel Gerendale, senior from the Blackhawks. Not sure if they know each other or have a previous relationship, but either way, Fanning with an outstanding score. She and Schwartzmiller have now made it 2-0, and we are not even 10 minutes in to this game.
Oregon.
And they're striking early and often, as they are wont to do. And they again regain possession. It's McKee putting it forward to Isley near midfield.
9-13.
Panthers, one of the things you'll see, particularly in the strikers and the forwards, Panthers not the biggest team. As Ford Atkinson pushes this one. Boy, what hustle there by Kate England of the Blackhawks. She couldn't get to it in time, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers, but boy, does she have some speed. But going back to the Panthers forwards, and particularly their strikers, their deepest forwards, not the largest players on the field. In fact, some of the smaller players that you'll see, but tons and tons of speed and great ball handling skills. And that is how they have been able to strike. If you remember Oregon teams from years past, most especially last year and the year before, Holly Cabord, a big, powerful leg on her. She tended to strike from far out. The Panthers of this year getting in a lot closer using their speed and ball handling skills rather than powerful shots in order to generate scores. Nice little lead pass there. Getting to it is Sweeney. Ball checks up at the end line, and now Sweeney's got an open look here as she heads towards the edge of the penalty area, centers that one in. Tapped briefly by the defense, trying to clear it out, and they do. Cassie Cluck backing up for the Panthers. Forward again, Sweeney, a nice little step over move towards the center. Chops it toward Isley, and now Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller wide open, turns and fires, but pushes it a bit to the left. And that will be a goal kick for the Blackhawks.
Atkinson.
Sun heading towards the horizon out here at Huntoon Memorial Field. Thanks so much for joining us on OCA Media as we cover more Oregon high school sports. Good line drive kick on the goal kick, but stopped up here by the Panthers at midfield, and they turn it back around. Schwartzmiller chips that one in, being carried by Widensee. A little bit long towards the penalty area. Panthers putting some pressure on, and they get the ball back. Now Widensee in the penalty area, centering, and drop it back for Ayers. Ayers, it tipped off the shoulder, I think, of a defender. And that will be a corner kick. Yep, caught the shoulder of one of the Fort Atkinson players. And so a corner kick coming.
Oregon, Emma Krause,
and this will be taken once again by Emma Halverson.
Shrimp. Corner kick, Oregon, taken by Emma Halverson.
The first corner kick was outstanding and led to the second goal of this game. Second attempt here. See how it goes. Another nice high ball into the center. McKee just missed the header. They did get a head on it in the person of Katie Isley, but they are not able to put it in the net. It's out of bounds, and a goal kick coming for Fort Atkinson.
Goal kick, Fort Atkinson.
A lot of spin on that shot. Another low liner. McKee trying to get it near midfield. It spins away from her towards the far edge. Oregon looking to hold it in. They do not, and that'll be a throw in for Fort Atkinson. Whistle from the referee. I think we're gonna bring the throw in forward a little bit here. Now we're ready to go. Panthers immediately get on top of that ball and take it away. Working with it at midfield. And now they've got some open space. Send it over to Cluck on the near edge. Nice little one-touch pass, and it's Widensee on that outer edge. Looking to center this one. She does brilliantly, but nice defense to knock it away. And another corner kick coming for the Panthers.
Corner kick, Oregon, taken by Emma Halverson.
Halverson again, her third corner kick of the game. Third corner kick entirely, in fact. She's taken all three, and they have all been for Oregon. Another nice high ball, center field. Sydney McKee, a shot and a great grab. Sydney McKee, perhaps the tallest player on this Panther team. A great head, but an outstanding save by Rachel Jarendale. Cassie Cluck battling in midfield. She's able to move it forward. Sent towards Widensee, but too strong and out of bounds. It'll be a Fort Atkinson throw-in. Corrine Stottenborough to attempt this one in for the Blackhawks. Lifts it across midfield. Blackhawks handle it briefly, but an unforced error put it out of bounds. And Cluck with the throw-in now for the Panthers going the other way. Right into Isley. She sends right to the center of the pitch. And moving it up is Ayers. Fanning fighting for it, tries to tap back. The Blackhawks exploit, sent back hard. And towards Halverson. Halverson in front of her own bench, sends it up along that far side. Blackhawks get there. Near collision between two players, but they managed to avoid contact. And the Panthers come away with it in the ensuing scrum. Halverson looking to keep it going forward. Lead this one out in front of the Blackhawk bench as they rush up that far side. 15 minutes gone and a nice center here. That one's loose right in front. Quick shot and a quick score. Mara Widensee this time on an outstanding pass into the goal box. She's deep behind the defense. There is just nothing that Rachel Jarendale's going to do on an opportunity like that. She cuts off the angle as best she can, but Widensee cranks on it, drives it into the left edge of that net, and makes it 3-0 in favor of the Panthers. 15-15 gone. We're only a third of the way through the first half, and the Panthers already have 3. The Blackhawks still looking to get their first real shot on goal here.
Oregon goal scored by Mara Widensee. Varsity.
Blackhawk pass picked off by Katie Isley. She sends forward. Panthers hustling after it, trying to get that one is Caitlin Shrimp.
15-15.
Shrimp on the far edge. Works her way around the defender. Drop back, and there's a great shot, but Jerendale in excellent position and makes another solid stop. Jerendale has had her work cut out for her today, and unfortunately there, a miscue on the punt as it goes right out of bounds towards the fan benches over here. Panthers immediately take it, and it's Isley in midfield. Tap back to the defense for Halverson. Halverson ahead to Ayers. Lead pass, but boy, look at Sydney McKee go. She is, in addition to being big and strong, is also incredibly fast. One of the most talented athletes, I think, on this team, just overall. Not able to corral that one fully, but does force it out on the sideline, so a throw in for the Blackhawks here. A little bit of a delay for the subs, and now we're ready to go.
For Fort Atkinson, Haley Miles.
Try and drop one low. It's immediately sent back out of play by Oregon. Another throw in coming for the Blackhawks. Nice high foot there. Sammy Ayers in position, and the Panthers able to turn it the other way. Blackhawk backers pick it up. Out of bounds, that time off Oregon as well. It will remain Fort Atkinson ball. Sydney McKee in the Panther penalty area. Works around the defender. A little bit strong on the pass, but the Panthers defense adjusts, and it's Katie Isley towards the edge. Hansen now with it for Oregon. And a good chip toward midfield. Nice little move there by Shrimp. Far side, Caitlin Shrimp. Now she's got a step on her defender. She keeps this one going forward toward the goal box, feeds into center. Quick shot coming. It's off the defense, and it's a corner kick. Left-footed shot from Emma Kraus. Doesn't make it to the net. Instead, it'll generate a corner kick from the far side for the first time. And it will be Sammy Ayers to take this shot.
Corner kick, Oregon. Taken by Sammy Ayers.
See the Panthers in there. Standing in front is Shrimp. Sydney McKee on the deep post. Kind of a low liner. Didn't quite get the distance, but it comes back to an open Ayers. She tries to center it again, but shanks it a little bit out of the area. That ball bouncing high, and Fort Atkinson looking to hold on to it here. 3 Panthers in the area, but they do manage to get it free. Nice movement of the ball from the Blackhawks, and now they're going for a lead pass. It's off the leg of the intended target, and that gives Cluck the chance to regroup. Halverson moving it forward, and now it's Schwartzmiller with an opportunity here. Schwartzmiller looks to feed for Shrimp. Jerendale coming out hard and gets there. Good active play from the goalie, Rachel Jerendale, of these Blackhawks. Gonna run it up, and now she'll spin that one forward for the teammate. Putting some pressure on is Mara Widensee on that far side, but Blackhawks keep it moving. Panthers now at midfield turn it right back around. Lead it in deep. Boy, look at Caitlin Shrimp go, picking up ground with each step. Just not able to get there first. The signal is gonna be a corner kick. And it'll be another opportunity for the Panthers. Their 5th set play of the game.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Vanessa Torres.
It looks like the Panther to take this one will be Hannah Rohrer. Coming right off the bench and heading to take that corner kick.
Corner kick, Oregon, taken by Hannah Rohrer.
Rohrer puts a nice high ball in towards the center. Widensee can't get there. She collides hard with Jerendale, but Jerendale standing tough, hanging on to that ball despite the fact that Widensee basically put her head into Jerendale's chest. Great stop by the netminder for the Blackhawks. This ball a little confused at midfield, but Cluck sends it back to her D partner Halverson. Blackhawks send one down a little deeper. It's Alexis Kane now of Oregon that moves this up the far edge. Shrimp can't get there in time. A nice shot by the Blackhawks, and they've got a little bit of a chance here if they can get to this ball. Keep it moving. McKee fires it off, and this one's still rattling around. Now a shot coming from out deep. They get a second chance deflection, but Moyer easily gobbles it up before it hits the end line. Directing traffic for the defense as she gets ready to put this one back in play. Nice, high, deep punt. An outstanding play from the sophomore goaltender of the Panthers, headed out of bounds by Jackie Jensen of Fort Atkinson. And quickly, Schwartzmiller will go for the throw-in. Ashley Hansen working hard to keep that one moving. Cassie Cluck to follow up with the throw-in. And we've got some substitutions to come first. And actually Cluck, one of them that will be substituted for, she heads out.
Now in
Panthers
for
up 3-0
Oregon,
here,
Brooklyn
21-23 and
Kane
counting on the
and
clock. 45
Macy
minutes per
Cox.
half here in the high school girls game. It's been all Oregon so far. They've held Fort Atkinson to without a shot, and we've got a shove from behind. That's going to be a free kick for the Panthers. Referee trying to keep everything in check here, just make sure everyone stays safe while they're playing. Emma Halverson will take this free kick. Panthers won 4-0 a couple of weeks ago against the Stoughton Vikings. They're already up 3-0 here, less than halfway through the first half. Halverson sends one right towards the net, and Gerondale sees it, stops it, and hurls it along. Rachel Gerondale, I know there's 3 goals up on the scoreboard, but you really can't hang, certainly you can't hang the third one, and I think arguably the second one on Gerondale, and she has made some nice stops in the course of this game. Good ball movement from Halverson here. She's able to turn that one around. Panthers stepping up in the offensive zone and keeping it moving. Out of bounds off of Oregon, throw in for the Blackhawks near their own bench. Send it towards their defense and then try and put some mustard on it. Stopped up by Schwartzmiller at midfield. She keeps it going ahead. Here's Ashley Hansen. Hansen looks to lift one along. She's able to get it to her intended target of Macy Cox. Cox hassled by the defense, but now a crossing shot from Shrimp is over the backside of the goal and out of bounds. And we'll get a goal kick from the Blackhawks.
Now in for Oregon, Haley Sweeney. Goal kick, Fort Atkinson.
Another low liner from Fort as it works its way to midfield. Stopped there by the Panthers. Blackhawks though regain. However, briefly, the ball remains at midfield, and now it's Ashley Hansen working with it. Good little lead pass here. Sweeney, a nice step over. Forces Fort to just kick it out to slow things down, get their defense back in position. Sweeney will take that throw in. Panthers hassled in the center. The defense comes away with it. Lead pass stopped by the head of McKee, using that height to her advantage. Ball spins into the center. Ashley Hansen. And now Emma Kraus. Nice high centering ball, but headed out. Little confusion there. The header didn't quite clear it as it hit the leg of one of her teammates. Nice save at the far edge by the Panthers. They keep the ball alive, but a great high swat by Fort Atkinson sends it out once more. Fort sends it to the far side once again. Panthers again pick it up. They continue to put offensive pressure on. Work this one across the field. It's a foot race to get there. Both girls pull up and now race to the near edge. Yeah, and that's going to be a foul going against Oregon.
Free kick, Fort Atkinson.
Good effort play, but clearly a foul laid the shoulder in, and that will be a free kick. Fort Atkinson, a nice solid high free kick, but again, Sydney McKee, the play with the head, sends it all the way out to midfield for Sweeney. Sweeney now trying to work her way past the larger defender. And Ashley Hansen helping out, and Hansen actually comes away with it. She's got a couple of players streaking along, Sweeney and Schwartzmiller. Now Sweeney's behind the D. She's got a good open look, tries to turn and just can't quite crank on it enough. That one both high and wide right. And it's a goal kick, a great little rush play from the Panthers, but the shot is errant. And the Blackhawks are in a goal kick. Less than 20 minutes to play in this first half. Panthers still up 3-0. Thanks to goals from Maddie Schwartzmiller, Avery Fanning, and Sydney McKee. Now moving this one into Hansen. Hansen fighting for it. I'm sorry, I said Sydney McKee. It's Mara Widensee that had that third goal. This one is out of play, and the throw-in will come the other way for the Panthers. Panthers drop it in, and it's Rohr. Try a one-touch back here. A little bit of confusion. Kraus and Rohr still going for it. Now send in towards Hansen. It's just out of her reach. That one going towards the end line. Sweeney does not quite get there. Tried her best, but could not get there in time. And that'll be a goal kick again for the Blackhawks.
Now in for
Substitutions
Oregon,
in and out.
Avery Fanning and Chloe Krause.
Big header from the Panthers, and Fanning streaking after it. As it works its way to the near corner, Fanning gets in front, but it's out of bounds. That one hit her pretty hard, square in the chest. Looks okay though, and that'll be a throw in for Fort Atkinson. Drop it back towards their end line, spin it off, and now it's going to be taken by Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller gets around the D, puts that in for Sweeney. Sweeney, a right-handed shot, and it's blocked by the Fort Atkinson D, but they send it right back to Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller's crossing it in towards center. Battle there in the penalty area. Now Sweeney again, got it on the left foot, sends it back to the right, and now sends back to the first layer of defense. Schwartzmiller once more near side. Trying to work her way around here. Good defense from Ford, and a nice little poke through the legs. Vanessa Torres of the Blackhawks silences that threat, but a quick throw in coming. Send that one towards the penalty area. Torres on it again to the near edge and out of bounds once more. Another throw in. Drop it in. And now we've got it, it's Rohr. Sent across, blocked up by the Blackhawks. Trying to turn on this one is Fanning. Blackhawks, though, retain at midfield. That pass, though, goes right to the defense. It's Emma Halverson for the Panthers. And now Avery Fanning. Lead pass along the edge. Fanning streaking, got some speed, trying to get there. Out of bounds, and that will stick with the Panthers. Good pressure from Avery Fanning. No, the referee overrules and says this one goes for Fort Atkinson. Fort turns one around, and now it's Schwartzmiller in the middle of the field. Tries to lead one for Sweeney. Sweeney in a foot race with Torres. She's going to get to that ball first. Tries a little step over move. Torres not fooled, but Sweeney does hold it near the corner. Puts it for Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller tries to center, stopped up by the D. McKee steps up. She clashes together, and it is off her foot and out of play. Throw in to the Blackhawks. Deeper kick by Torres. It's spinning its way out, and it is out of bounds. McKee with the throw in. Little duck under move that time by Macy Cox. Battling with the defense. Nice move, able to turn it around. Now crosses it hard into center. Good stop by the Fort defense. A great crossing pass, but the Blackhawks get in the way. Panthers hold it at the far edge. Keep it coming forward. And now they've got some open room, and moving forward on this one is Macy Cox. Leads her a little far, but she's going to be able to stop this up before the end line, and we'll look to get it back in. Nice little move there by the Panthers. They drop it in for Rohr. Rohr fires a shot, but it skies on her. That would have been a solid field goal in American football, but in soccer, it's out of bounds. And that's a goal kick for the Blackhawks. Just over half an hour gone in this contest. 1/3 of the way through the whole thing, and the Panthers have a 3-0 lead on the visiting Fort Atkinson Blackhawks.
Goal kick, Fort Atkinson.
Out of bounds off the Panthers. Fort Atkinson throw in on that far side. The sun is hanging on as best it can, but it's about to head down below the trees here. We'll get under the lights in just a few moments. Rohr taps it back to the defense. The Panthers hold possession. It's McKee in the middle of the field. She lifts one along. Crossed into center, nobody there but black jerseys, and Fort Atkinson sends it right back to the Panther defense. McKee looks to head it away from her interlocutor, and now drops all the way back to Halverson in front of the penalty area. One of the Panthers bit the dust pretty hard there. And on out of bounds, I think she's going to head to the bench. That's Avery Fanning. Looked like she just took a nasty fall as she tied up. Nope, she's going to stay in. Good on her. Going to stay in here, keep fighting. Throw in coming from Oregon, and it actually heads towards Fanning. Plays it with the chest and keeps it moving forward. Sweeney to Fanning now. Fanning on the far edge, and she's got players with her. Lifts that one forward, looking to get it to Cox. Macy Cox tries a shot. It's off the defense. Tries another one. It goes, and it goes in. Macy Cox with the right foot kind of crossing over. Really got it with the toe on that shot, but pushed it all the way to the near post, out of the reach of Rachel Gerendale. And Cox adds to the tally. It's the team's fourth. She, Widensee, Fanning, and Schwartzmiller have all struck in this first half. And with 32:18 on the clock, it is a 4-0 Panther lead over the Blackhawks of Fort Atkinson.
Oregon goal!
Kickoff is taken right by Jenna Stats and sent back to the defense.
Time of the goal, 32-18.
Cox, the goal scorer, sends one along, and it's going to be Sweeney flying after it. Sweeney able to leave her defender in the dust. Taps one back, and the Panther defense will move it all the way across the field into center. Ayers plays it along. Fanning can't hold it, but Ayers following up. Looks to push it back to her defensive teammates. Hard shot here from Emma Halverson. It's Sweeney behind the defense at the edge of the penalty area. Wants to feed it towards center. Loose ball is going to be gobbled up by the Blackhawks. More pressure coming from the Panthers, still fighting to get this one. And they are able to guide it away and find Ayers on the far side once more. Fanning now. Back in towards center. Cross went in, looked to find Sweeney. Bangs off a number of players. A high shot coming from the outer edge. That went off the foot of Chloe Krause. Well out of bounds, and a goal kick for the Blackhawks.
Now in for Oregon, Brooke Johnson and Morgan Hansen.
Brooke Johnson and Morgan Hansen coming into the game for the Panthers.
Kelly Kubacek.
Malia Moyer also checks out. Kubacek checking in. The game well in hand. Give Kelly some solid minutes here. Possible handball, but the Panthers avoid. Take a shot from out and just missed on the left edge of the post. Give credit there as well to Rachel Gerendale, understanding where the post is. Doesn't put her hands on that one, just lets it go and earns the goal kick for her team. And with just a little over 10 minutes to play in this half, Fort Atkinson will put it back in. Sammy Ayers gets a foot on it, but sends it out of bounds, and that'll be a Fort Atkinson throw-in from in front of their own bench. Panthers quickly take over. Fort Atkinson chips it toward midfield, but out of play. And throw in for the Panthers. Deep ball here, Fort Atkinson running with it. Pushed all the way to the edge, and then Halverson able to turn around on it. To Stats. Stats rifles one out. Panthers keep it going the right way. Fort intervening here, looking to try and get an offensive opportunity. Now they've got a little bit of a chance. Take a shot from deep out, but Kubicek, excuse me, very easily swallows that one up. Her first save of the night as she sends this one out towards midfield. A couple of solid headers here from the Blackhawks. But Stats gets in the way of that pass and sends it right towards the midfield stripe. Panthers turn on it, lead pass for Sweeney. She slows down a bit, then picks it back up, plays it off of Torres. Torres shadowing her hard. Sweeney hits the dirt, and Torres able to fend that one out. Solid play of the ball there by Camille Lowenstein. Torres following up as well. Sweeney back in the area. Lowenstein, though, takes it away for the Blackhawks. Chips it further to the defense. A wind up and a solid backspin shot. Clears it into the Panther zone. Halverson across to Stats. Stats for the Panthers on the far side. What you can see from this, just like Stoughton did, Fort Atkinson is holding a lot of their defense in reserve. They don't want to commit too many bodies up front on the attack. And accordingly, the Panthers on defense always have more players. And they're just able to overwhelm with numbers more than anything. Foul against the Panthers, and this will be a free kick for the Blackhawks.
Free kick, Fort Atkinson.
We've got 8 minutes to play in the first half. 4-0 the lead for the Panthers. As Fort gets ready to take that free kick, the referee walking the Panthers back a step or two. And now we're ready to go. Low one on the ground. It's blocked away by the Panthers, but that may spin out for a corner kick. It does, and this will be the first set play opportunity for Fort Atkinson all game.
Corner kick, Fort Atkinson, taken by Georgia Brannaman.
For 25, Georgia Brannaman to send this one in from the far corner. Looking to get her team on the board with a set play. Drops the hand, delivers a low ball, screeching across the ground there. Comes right back to her on that outside edge. She swings over the top, and that allows the Panthers to get in there. Sweeney trying to take this ball away. It jams. Still coming toward midfield. There's Torres as the deep defender, but now the Panthers have a step, and here they go. Panthers moving up. It's Avery Fanning. Fanning towards the center. Stopped up, and that one taken away by Fort. A tough defensive tackle. It's sent back to midfield, and now they chip it along. Fort Atkinson still running with it. It's Signe Kind. Kind towards the middle. Wants to turn on this ball. Hassled by McKee. Hard off McKee's hip, but the Panthers hold possession. To midfield, and it's Sweeney once more. Drop it off. Send it along. Solid header from Torres. She's been their best defensive player by far tonight for the Blackhawks. Sweeney, a little swing move there, and gets it to Fanning. Fanning around her defender. She's got some open space. Finds Sweeney, and Sweeney works it along to the corner of the penalty area. Looks to center one, pushed it a bit too hard, and that one's going to head toward the far side. Brooke Johnson in pursuit. Taps it back for Hannah Rohr. Ayers now toward the middle of the field. Up for Sweeney. They all swing over the top, but who else but Torres is back there on defense, kicks it away. Morgan Hansen now. Back in for Sweeney near the center. Sweeney, a nice high leg play, drops it in, and here's Fanning. Fanning in the middle, knocked away by the defense. That one coming toward the outer edge and out of bounds. Subs coming in as this will be a Panther throw-in.
Oregon, Katie Isley, Mara Widensee, and Caitlin Shrimp.
Isley, Widensee, and Shrimp all check in. Checking out are Sweeney, Rohrer, and Fanning. Just over 5 minutes left to play in this half. Panthers up 4-0 as they throw it in from near the corner. Panthers have some open space to work with. Chip it across, but it's out of range. Brooke Johnson following it once again. Trying to take an angle there, and she's able to take it away. Johnson back towards the middle of the field. Fort defense is there, but the Panthers grab it, and now here's Isley. Isley drops this one back for Hansen. Morgan Hansen toward the center. Right back to her, and she works it over to Ayers. Ayers' pass towards Johnson is picked off, and here comes Fort Atkinson the other way. Foot race right towards midfield. Ayers is the beneficiary if she turns it around and taps it along. Isley in the center. Look to get the one touch back to her. It is just out of her reach. That was the right play. She collides with a teammate, and that gives Fort Atkinson the opportunity to push it along that near side. Trying to run this one up was Madison Hawkins. She sticks with it. Nice move by Hawkins across midfield. But 3 Panther defenders on her, and that is too much. Fort benefits from a little miscue from the Panthers there, but they regather, and it's Jenna Stats for Oregon. Dropping it back to Emma Halverson. Halverson making a little bit of a run here. Nice move there at midfield, and she crosses the center line. Halverson now leads along for Brooke Johnson. Johnson getting beat in that foot race, and defender's going to let it go out of bounds and get the goal kick for Fort Atkinson.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Kate England and Corinne Stoutenborough.
About 3 minutes left to go in this half. Panthers with a 4-0 lead as the goal kick's coming from the Blackhawks. Midfield, it's Emma Halverson. Picked off by Torres.
Also
but the Panthers gather that loose ball.
Claire Treloff.
High one along the edge. That might spin out. It does. Out of bounds off the Panthers. Throw in for Torres of the Blackhawks. Get in there is Morgan Hansen. Loose ball, and the Panthers have it. Brooke Johnson moves it up. Panthers still working with it, and now they've got a little bit of an open space here. Here's Widensee. Widensee fires a great shot, and it's just over the crossbar. Mara Widensee nearly had her second goal of the night. She missed that one only by a few inches, but it does clear the crossbar out of bounds. That'll be a Fort Atkinson goal kick. Handball, a shove from behind against Oregon. Same outcome, it's a free kick for the Blackhawks with a minute and a half to go in the half. Solid kick from Fort Atkinson. They get the first play of it. Panthers though streaking. Getting there, it's Ayers. At midfield, sends it to Morgan Hansen. Hansen for Isley. Torres gets in the way and chips it out of play. Throw in to Morgan Hansen. Shrimp for this one. And that'll be a free kick. Surprised they didn't let him play advantage there, but free kick is the call. Less than a minute to play. We'll see who's going to take it for the Panthers. It's going to be Emma Halverson. Referee wants the Fort Atkinson players back. Halverson to take this off the left foot. Lofts a nice ball in towards the penalty area. Solid head from the defense of the Blackhawks. They clear it towards the near side. 20 seconds to play as Caitlin Shrimp feeds it back into center. Panthers dancing with it. 10 seconds now to go. Isley a step over move, and she's got it at the outer edge. It's that one for Chloe Krause. Krause's not going to be able to center it in time. It's out of bounds, and the first half will end with the Panthers on top 4-0 over the visiting Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. Fort Atkinson had one shot on goal, and I'll be honest, it was not much to write home about. It was, they were able to generate a little bit of offensive pressure, but the shot came from well outside the penalty area. Didn't have a lot of speed, and Kelly Kubicek easily stopped it. The Panthers get 4, striking are Kaylee Sweeney, Avery Fanning, Mara Widensee, and Maddie Schwartzmiller. Doing a job for this Panthers team. They are up 4-0 and looking good doing it. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the second half. You're listening to OCA Media's presentation of Oregon Panthers Girls Soccer. Welcome back, everybody. Zach Seeloff here for OCA Media at Huntoon Memorial Field in Oregon. The Panthers taking on the visiting Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. Panthers up 4-0 after a first half that saw them pretty much in control from the word go. Only one shot on goal from the Blackhawks, and it was not much to write home about. Kelly Kubicek made the save easily. The Panthers scoring in outstanding fashion 4 separate times. And they are in command of this game. They have really limited the ability of Fort Atkinson to even push the ball into the offensive zone, let alone generate decent scoring chances. Folks, just before we get underway here in the second half as the kickoff comes, this program is made possible in part with support from our generous sponsors. They include Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking, Bill's Food Center, proudly offering a wide selection of the finest meats and freshest produce since 1978. William R. Torhorst & Associates, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic, trusted care close to home. Maria's Pizza, a little slice of Italy right here in Oregon. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. And the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. Big thanks to all the people who let us cover these games. If you're watching us live right now on YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in. You can see archives of all our games on the YouTube channel OCA Media. You can also visit the website ocamedia.com and find us on your Charter cable system package, channels 983 and 984. As I talked about Fort Atkinson having trouble, now they're getting a good push here, but the angle is cut off by the Panthers defense. It's Emma Halverson in the near corner, fires it off of the forward for Fort Atkinson, and we'll get the throw in for the Panthers. Schwartzmiller for the Panthers with it, working it toward the center of the field. Her pass, though, is picked off by the Blackhawks, and they turn it around. Nice little one-touch there coming from Brianna Allard. Ball taken away, though, once again by the Panthers and sent back toward the midfield line. Loose ball in center, and it's going to be Sweeney of Oregon that's got it. She moves it along for Isley. Isley will turn around and leave it off to the defense. Now forward for Isley as she spins through center. It's to Ashley Hansen, who moves it along for Sweeney, and the Panthers keep it going. Sweeney into the penalty area, off of the defense and out, and it's a goal kick for Oregon. Only 2 minutes have gone in this second half, and the Panthers generate a set play. Coming up to attack this one for the Panthers is Emma Halverson.
Taken by Emma Halverson.
Halverson, a strong left-footed defender. She'll come from behind the flag to fire this one. Hard, kind of low liner. It's headed right back and out of bounds by Fort Atkinson, and we'll do it again. Halverson's going to want to get under this one a little bit more, put a little more air on it. See if she can do that here. That one again stays low. Try a back-footed shot from Sweeney. A nice attempt to guide it towards the net, but it hits the outer netting, and that'll be a goal kick. Panthers, no, they're indicating corner. So that must have tapped a Fort Atkinson defender somewhere along the line, and we'll get a third corner kick in a row for these Panthers.
Corner kick, Oregon, taken by Emma.
Third time's a charm,
Halverson.
as they say. Halverson does loft this one quite a bit higher. It takes a bounce. It's over the head of Avery Fanning. Tried to leap up towards it, and it was just too tall for her. That one should be out of bounds off of Sydney McKee. It is, and the throw-in will go to the Blackhawks. Subs coming in. It's time for Fort Atkinson.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Madison Hawkins.
And a bit of an unforced error there for the Blackhawks. Kate England didn't quite turn on it enough, sends it out of play. And the throw-in coming for Oregon. Right to Schwartzmiller, good play with the high leg. Jam together and they keep it moving. Fanning pursuing, sent right back. Solid header right back to Fanning. Off the shin guards and into the defense. They tap it back a little bit further. Pressure coming, and the Panthers get the loose ball. It's Schwartzmiller turning over on this one to Fanning near side. Out of play. And that will be a throw-in for Oregon. Schwartzmiller working her way toward the center of the field. They elect to drop it in the corner. And we've got a push in the back. That's going to be a free kick for the Panthers from relatively close in. Sydney McKee stepping up to take it.
Free kick, Oregon.
Referee signaling where he wants Sydney to set up. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Panthers up 4-0, and with a solid free kick coming. Panthers all the way at the corner of the penalty area, ready to rush in. Sends it on net. In fact, it's out of the hands of Gerendale, and a score! A rare miscue from Rachel Gerendale there. She got an arm on it, but it squirted through. And that allows Emma Halverson to step up all the way from her defensive position and bury the loose ball. And at 50-19 in the second, we get the fifth score for the Panthers, making it 5-0. Outstanding work from Oregon. Sydney McKee with a great shot. Gerendale just not quite able to get it stopped. And that leads to the Panther goal.
Scored by Emma Halverson. Assist from Sydney McKee. Time of the goal.
Out of bounds off of the Panthers, and the throw in coming. Isley trying to get on their solid header from Fort. They've got some bodies on this one and they move it along. Lose track of it though, and it's Ashley Hansen that comes away. She's got some open space for the Panthers. Hansen back to the middle of the field. Finds Fanning. Fanning leads one along for Sweeney. Schwartzmiller follows. Finds Sweeney at the top. Sweeney now stepping over it. Drops back for Ashley Hansen in a foot race, but boy, look at Brianna Allard go. She has got some speed. What a job though by Hansen. Sticks with it, keeps it in. It's on that end line. Hansen pushes it along. It's rolling, and it does roll out. Brianna Allard, I think, thought she had beaten Ashley Hansen, and she had, but she kind of pulled up, and Hansen just didn't quit. Really pushed hard on that ball. It doesn't work out for her, but you love to see that kind of effort from a player at any level. Goal kick coming from Fort Atkinson.
Signa Kind.
Sammy Ayers puts it forward, and it's Ashley Hansen, middle of the field. Streaking after it is Fanning, but it's knocked away by the defense.
Yeah.
Fort with some open space on that far side. Panthers defense collapses on it. They do manage to chip it across midfield. Keep it going. It's England with the tap there. But Emma Halverson, nice move to play it back. Little battle, and Sammy Ayers finishes it off, sends it right back toward the center stripe. Ashley Hansen didn't put the angle on it that she wanted. It rolls out of play, and it'll be the Fort Atkinson throw-in. High throw, good header off the forehead from the Panthers. Sammy Ayers keeps it moving. Isley back to Ayers. And now near side for Oregon. Isley likes to go all the way across field. And the Panthers tap it forward. Foot race to the edge, but it's out of bounds. It's off of Fort Atkinson, however, and the Panthers will get the throw. Now it's Sweeney with it, working her way towards the corner of the penalty area. Taps it in and immediately swatted out toward the Panther bench. And out of play, throw in Oregon. This ball again works out of play. Again, it will stay with Oregon. Panthers working it near the penalty area, send it out now towards center. Now it's loose here. Schwartzmiller working on it, steps over, turns it around. Hansen's got an open look with the left foot, but it's just wide. Doesn't quite make it to the post and out of bounds. Goal kick for the Blackhawks. Leading pass coming up and swatted hard away by the Blackhawks. That one's going to spin out of play. It'll be a throw in from near midfield for Oregon. Step up, get the throw into Schwartzmiller. She turns on it towards Sweeney. Sweeney can't get there, and it's kicked out to midfield. Panthers ever patient on defense. Sticking with this ball. Katie Isley there, puts it off of Fort Atkinson and out of bounds, and earns the throw in for Oregon.
What? Yes, dude, yes. I know, look at this.
Out of bounds off the Panthers, throw in coming for Fort Atkinson. Again out of bounds off Oregon, and again a Blackhawk throw in. This time it rattles off of Fort Atkinson, and we're sort of trading throws here. Panthers put a deep one in. Offsides. Offsides against Oregon. That may be the first offsides we've had called in this game, if my memory serves. A very onside contest up to this point.
Atkinson.
So with a little over 10 minutes off the clock in the second half, Panthers still up 5-0. The Blackhawks will take a free kick from deep in the Oregon zone. Good high, solid kick, but Sammy Ayers gets in the way, and it's Katie Isley right at midfield, sending it along. She finds Sweeney. Sweeney in the middle of the field. Her pass sent right back, but it's Schwartzmiller that stops it up, works around a defender to the corner. Schwartzmiller sends one in from there, bangs off the bottom of the crossbar and scores. I don't think Schwartzmiller even realized she had scored that one right away. It sure looked like it was just gonna sky over the goal, but it hits the bottom of the crossbar and finds its way to the back of the net. It's 6-0 with 56 minutes gone. And the Panthers are rolling. Peyton, our cameraman and producer, asking quite appropriately if there is a mercy rule here in high school soccer. I have to be honest, I do not know. I'm being told at 10. So if we reach 10, we will call it a quits in the contest. For right now, oh, and here's Ashley Hansen. She's got a chance behind the defense right off that kickoff. A great hustle play. Works her way to the edge, now puts it in, and there's a great opportunity. The shot and the stop from Jarendale. Solid shot from Alexis Kane and a great play from Ashley Hansen. But Jarendale will not let it by. It remains a 6-0 game in favor of Oregon. Solid punt from Jarendale all the way out to midfield. Fort controls there, dropping it back and now turning it around. Still at midfield, and it just seems like there are swarms of white jerseys every time Fort Atkinson gets even a sniff of the offensive zone. Holding it a bit better this time, playing it a little patiently, working into center. Schwartzmiller creates some separation. But Fort Atkinson able to push it all the way along that far edge, and now they've got an opportunity here near the edge of the penalty zone. But it's turned around, and look at the run here from Halverson. Oh boy, got some speed and is just working with that ball. Sends a hard one for Ashley Hansen. Hansen streaking, rushing after it, and Fort just forced to play it out of bounds in order to settle things down. Panthers will try and exploit as quick as they can. They drop it right back in, and Shrimp that holds, kicks back. Panthers into the middle of the field, and Shrimp is going to have a look at this one. Caitlin Shrimp, a basketball standout, moves it back to the near edge. Panthers keep it going. It's Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller in the middle, wanting to set up. She's got some open space, now forced to move with it. Fort Atkinson pushes her all the way to the edge. Defense will come up and now try and center it. Actually send this one towards the net. The ball is loose and out of position is Jerendale. They've got an open look. Turn, shot, score! And it's Emma Krause. Jerendale came out hard to try and get one at the goal box, sacrificed everything, ends up out of position, and the Panthers capitalize once more. It is 7-0. And Oregon all smiles as they head back to their half, doing a job here at the Huntoon Memorial Field. A couple of subs check into the game, one for each team here. 58:02 showing on the clock. We still have just shy of 32 minutes left to play in this contest. But as I have been informed, if the Panthers reach a 10-goal lead, we will call it at that point.
Oregon goal! Scored by Emma Rousey! Assist from Ashley Hansen.
Nice play with the back foot by the Blackhawks, and they hang on to that ball
58.
into the middle of the field. Starts to rattle around a little bit. Here's Ashley Hansen. Pushes along, and she forces it off of the defender. That will stay with Oregon for the throw-in. Panthers throw it hard, and it's offsides. No, it's a foul, excuse me. It is a foul against Fort Atkinson, and that will give the Panthers a free kick from an area where that is very dangerous for the Blackhawks. Panthers do have to stay out of the box on an indirect free kick like this until it's delivered.
And in for Oregon, Alexis Kane.
Got a little confusion here. The referee setting everything up. Referee stepping Fort Atkinson back just a little bit, and now we're ready to go. Whistle blows, and here comes the delivery. Good high ball into the center. That one gets over everybody, goes all the way to the edge, held by Caitlin Shrimp. She's able to turn it around. Blackhawks loose it into the middle, and it's Sydney McKee does not get the bend on that one that she wanted. Had the height, had the strength, but it heads straight out and is a goal kick. As we come to the 60-minute mark, 2/3 of this game gone, the Panthers with a 7-0 advantage over the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks.
Chloe Rousey and Jenna Stats.
Goal kick comes towards roar of the Panthers. It's out of bounds off of her, and that will be a Fort Atkinson throw-in. We've got a quick whistle from the referee. Oh, substitution coming in.
Now in for
I do
Fort
apologize if I'm not
Atkinson,
calling the names of
Georgia
these Fort
Freeman.
Atkinson players quite as much. They have dark red numbers on their black jerseys, and as the sun has gone down, it's gotten more and more difficult to read them. And here they come with a nice rush, but it's broken up by the defense. It's Kane for the Panthers, near side. Solid push along that near side. It doesn't quite stay in, but boy, what a shot from Alexis Kane. Nearly got that one to hold on the line. Throw in coming from Fort Atkinson. They pop it up high. It's Caitlin Shrimp battling, and she's got it. Off her foot though and out of play. That will stick with the Blackhawks. Lead a hard one down off the stomach. And now rifle one along into the last layer of defense. Panthers, though, there. Send it out of bounds, and another throw-in coming as Fort Atkinson works their way down the field. Shrimp with it for the Panthers. They move it across. Able to find Emma Krause. Krause with a great long lead. Getting after it is Widensee. Pushes hard to try and hold this one in. Out of bounds, and it's a goal kick.
Goal kick, Fort Atkinson.
Widensee worked on that one, tried to get there, but not able to reach it. And the goal kick goes for the Blackhawks. Oh, have we changed our minds here? Oh, the call has been reversed, and they're going to give it a corner kick to Oregon.
Corner kick.
So that changes things quite a bit. Emma Halverson to take this one.
Halverson.
62-13 showing on the clock as Halverson gets ready for yet another set play from that far corner. Left-footed boot from Halverson. It's a low liner. Header in! Header right in. Boy, that was on the money. A strike from Macy Cox. What a beautiful shot. Oh boy, Macy Cox, the junior midfielder forward, lays her head right on top of it. Emma Halverson, a beautiful line drive shot in, and it is 8-0 at 62-32 in this contest. All Oregon, all the time here at Huntoon Memorial Field. Kickoff comes. As we kind of look at this here, what you can see from Fort Atkinson, their passing is just not quite as crisp. Their ball handling skills are not the same as Oregon's, and Oregon just has so much speed. There are a couple of players that can really fly on this Fort Atkinson team, but as a whole, Oregon is just the quicker team. Panthers try and cross it in. It ends up well behind the net and out of bounds, and that'll go for a goal kick. And so Fort Atkinson is constantly running from behind. When they try and get a good offensive push going, they end up just trapped amongst a number of Oregon defenders because Oregon is just getting there first. The speed of Oregon really doing some damage. And then Oregon's tenacity is hard to match. They fight for the ball every single step of the way. You never have a confident possession because there's always somebody coming up to try and take it away. And that has combined to give us an 8-0 Oregon advantage. Good high lift there from Kane. Shrimp looking to fight for it, but a nice play by the defense of the Blackhawks. It'll be Rohrer now near the midfield circle. Pushes it to Stats all the way on the far side. Stats in front of the Panther bench. Crosses one in. Gerendale doesn't actually get to it. She gets a hand on it and knocks away. Now loose in front. Krause can't lay a foot on it. But we are back towards the penalty area. Here's Rohrer from out in the center. Rohrer left-footed, sends that one on net. Gerendale easily able to gather it.
Save.
And a good stop.
Gerendale.
Gerendale has had to be aggressive at times in this game, coming out and kind of mixing it up with the forwards. And but for that one goal by Krause, she has had success with that and has made some very important stops for her team. But unfortunately, as it is, they do trail 8-0. And there I go with the tenacity again. Just the play from Kane here, getting in front of that one. She drops the ball back wisely, and then they turn it around the other way. Emma Krause with it now in the middle of the field. She'll send it all the way back to Stats. Stats feeling a little pressure and puts it forward. Panthers in front of their own bench on offense once more. Push it off the defense and out of bounds, and they'll get the throw in. Lovely day out here in Oregon. It does feel like spring has finally sprung. I sure hope so. We had snow on the ground a week ago, and I am ready for that to be done. Solid run here from Fort Atkinson, but immediately as they step into the middle, it's Sydney McKee that gets on top and takes it away. Nice little chip from Emma Krause. Panthers keep it going. And now here comes Oregon the other way. 5 defenders back But Oregon's still able to get a meaningful attack, and now top of the penalty area. Feed it across, it's Krause off a knee. She's able to partially block that clearing attempt, and so Kane follows up. Kane works her way to the near edge, back to Krause. Krause finds Kane once more. Kane now finds Krause, a little give and go. At the corner, feeds it in towards center. Panthers hold it there. Try and work it in once more. Good step over move, create a little bit of space, then drop it in. Shot from Rohrer, blocked by the defense. Following is Caitlin Schrimpf. And now the Panthers with it again. Drop back, it's Schrimpf in the center. Krause now trading with her, tries to turn on it with the right foot, doesn't get the curl she needs, and it's picked up by Jarendale of the Blackhawks. 66 minutes gone off the clock, still 8-0 Panthers. Ball towards midfield, Jenna Stat shields away the attacker, big collision between McKee and that forward, and she is down. We're gonna get a whistle. I could not see the number, but whoever that forward is for Blackhawks, she and McKee came together pretty hard. She went right to the turf. And we'll get the coaches and the training staff out to check on her. 66-49 showing on the clock. The Panthers up 8-0 as the Fort Atkinson player gets back to her feet under her own power. Great to see. She's going to head off and take a little break, but it looks like she may be limping a little bit on that left leg. I sure hope she's all right. Great to see her walking under her own power at the very least. Fort Atkinson taking this time to talk a little bit of strategy, try and get off the schneid here, trailing 8-0 with 23:11 left to go in the game. Unlikely we'll have stoppage time unless something really, really changes between now and the 90-minute mark. And we're just about ready to get play underway once again. We have 5 subs about to check in for the Panthers. Coach Grutzner getting her girls some experience here. Sydney McKee plays it in for the Panthers. And here comes Krause. Panthers to the top of the penalty area. Dump it in for Schrimpf. Schrimpf tackled by the defense. They take it away and clear it out. Great job by the Blackhawk D. Under the foot that time of Macy Cox. Just a little bit of a mental miscue. Out of bounds on the Panthers, and the throw in to Fort Atkinson. Kane gets right in front of it, but it goes out of bounds, and quickly Fort Atkinson throws another one in. Halverson elects to turn around on it. Tricky move with the foot, but her pass is out of bounds near side once more. Again, a throw in for Fort. McKee in that one just forces it down with her forehead. Quickly tapped back by Fort Atkinson. Kane moves it back to Halverson in the D-line. Across to Jenna Stats now. And the Panthers want to move up that far side. Lead pass, working its way towards Caitlin Schrimpf. Schrimpf knocked down, and it's out of bounds off of her. Fort Atkinson throw in. No, excuse me, they're going to award the free kick to Oregon. And it looks like it'll be Sydney McKee to take this one. Not within striking distance of the goal, but she can certainly set something up here. Fires a hard low liner in. It's blocked up by the defense, but Rohrer there. And now Rohrer chips it toward the net. Jarendale will easily grab at the top of the goalie box. Jarendale lofts a high punt towards midfield. Alexis Kane playing back to grab it. She taps it high off that left foot. A hacky sack kick is out of play. And the throw into Fort Atkinson. Nice turnaround move by Fort, but a great header from Oregon. They're able to keep it. And it's Kane that holds on defense. Nice force off the attacker. And that throw in will go to the Panthers. And now we're going to get those 5 subs I mentioned previously all in here.
For Oregon, Maddie Schwartzmiller, Brooklyn Kane, Brooke Johnson, Cassie Clark, and Morgan Hansen.
5 big subs for these Panthers. Up 8-0 here with just over 20 minutes to play. Throw it into the defensive line. All the way across the field to Jenna Stats. And the Panthers clear the center line. Hard off the kidney of one of the defenders from Fort Atkinson, and they stick with it, push it back to midfield. Out of play, that time off the foot of Brianna Allard, and it will be a Panther throw-in. Alexis Kane to take it near midfield. Out of bounds again off of Fort Atkinson. And again, Kane wants to throw in, calling for the ball from the ball boy. She finds Schwartzmiller open in the middle. Gives it off to Kane. Kane, a nice push pass. And the Panthers are in business here, down low. Cross a hard one into center. That's blocked hard by the defense. Another attempt, and this one spins high and away out of bounds for a goal kick.
Goal kick, Fort Atkinson.
19 minutes to go in the game. It's all over but the crying, to be honest. The Panthers up 8-0 and in command. Fort Atkinson doing what they can, but the Panthers just a better team. And we've got a foul there. That's going to go against Oregon as we've got a Fort Atkinson player down. It's Claire Treloff. Treloff able to get to her feet, but she limps a little bit, takes a couple of steps. Looks to be okay, but then heads back to her knees, I think perhaps in pain more than anything.
Officials timeout for an injury.
Referee calls for the timeout as the coaching staff and training staff comes on once more. Treloff, you see walking there, able to move on her own, always good to see, but definitely favoring that left leg as she heads off. Sun has fully set here, the crowd cheering as Treloff works her way towards the bench. Still limping a little bit on that left side. Hopefully she's all right.
Free kick, Oregon.
So the free kick going to Fort Atkinson here after the foul against Treloff. Blackhawks getting ready to kick. Send a hard one towards midfield, a solid header from Schwartzmiller. Panthers working it through the middle. Able to turn on it as Torres of the Blackhawks. All the way to that far edge. Ball bangs off of Oregon and out of bounds. Throw in to Fort Atkinson. Good stop by the Panthers, still putting pressure on. Schwartzmiller trying to get that one. But the Blackhawks able to keep it going. Stats turns it around briefly, but out of bounds, and another Blackhawk throw-in. High lofted ball from Fort Atkinson. Out of play, and now it will be Oregon's turn to throw it. Jenna Stats on that far side. Tries to lead one along. Widensee not able to get there. It's turned around and towards midfield. Panthers put it back to the defense. Kane in the middle of the field. Towards the near side, pressure coming. She drops it back, and it's played forward. Nice little tip by the Panthers, but immediately the Blackhawks send it along. Solid push out to Stats on the far side. Stats lifts a high, hard one, and that one's going for Widensee. Looked like she whipped it with her ponytail there almost. She continues to push. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with Oregon. Nice deep throw in coming for the Panthers. Immediately the defensive fort gets on it. Panthers regrab and send back to their own defenders near midfield. Stats on that far side. It's tapped out of bounds by Fort Atkinson. Throw in for Oregon. Panthers do a great job of boxing out, establishing position, and just being the only one with a shot at the ball. Alexis Kane now on the near side, directing traffic. Leads a pass forward. They tap it into center. Good move by the Panthers there. Keep it going. Send all the way into the corner, looking to get a centering ball. Send a good one in, but remains on the outer edge. Knocked out of play by Fort Atkinson's D. The throw in coming. Kane wants to take it. She gets ready. Kane to Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller towards center. Sends to Stats back in the D line. Stats now rockets one on net, and the one hopper swallowed up by Jerendale, the goalie of the Blackhawks. She thought about a throw, but now settles it down. 75 minutes gone, only 15 minutes left to play here. The Panthers enjoy an 8-0 lead at Huntoon Memorial Field in Oregon. Battle for it at midfield. Stats turns around on it. Fort Atkinson trying to get the edge. They're not able to do it. Stats rides it all the way out of bounds, but that will be a Blackhawk throw-in. Jenna thought it was hers, but unfortunately not.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Signa Kind.
Signa Kind replaces Brianna Allard for the Blackhawks. Throw in goes right to Jenna Stats on that far side. Solid block, but then following up is the defense. Good header return. Fort trying to generate some offense, but the Panthers with a good run here through the middle. Oh, what a play. And to the outer edge. Great ball by the Panthers, and there's another outstanding ball, and they've got a chance. Trying to turn the corner on this one is Brooke Johnson. Ball comes out to the edge, all the way out. It will stay with the Panthers. Boy, a couple of just gorgeous passes from the Panthers in that sequence, and they'll try and keep it going. Nice header, leaves it back towards the end line. That may not have enough juice to get out. It does, it just barely does, and that will be a goal kick for Fort Atkinson as it heads out of bounds.
Atkinson.
Goal kick lost to the near side and straight out. Throw in coming from Kane. Loose ball as it was swung over the top by the defense of the Blackhawks. Forced to kick it right out. Oh, but that did just touch the Panthers, Macy Cox, at the end, and Fort Atkinson gets the throw in. Kane getting in the way of that one. And now she is the beneficiary of the throw in. Finds Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller with a little bit of open space. Tries to dab it through. Good stop, but she gets in front of that one, and the loose ball gathered by the Panthers. Now it is cleared out and all the way to Jenna Stats. Stats, though, with a decent stop, and now she hustles right back up. Leaves it off to the far side. Give and go to Stats there. Knocked out from through her legs and pushed along on that far edge, and here comes the rush of Fort Atkinson. Collision. And they're going to give the foul, call it against Oregon. Free kick to the Blackhawks.
Fort Atkinson.
Just over 12 minutes to play. The Panthers up 8-0. Deep, deep free kick, and that one's going to come all the way to Kubicek, and she'll just gather it up. Kubicek got under that punt attempt, goes very high. Schwartzmiller tries to tap it down, but it's Fort Atkinson that comes up with it. Nice move by Fort to the outer edge. They tap it along, but I think that was too strong. It is out of bounds, and a goal kick for the Panthers.
Goal kick, Oregon.
Panthers goal kick comes out, works its way all the way along, and then foul against Fort Atkinson. Helicopter passing overhead here at Huntoon Memorial. Panthers will get the free kick from their side.
Free kick, Oregon.
Jenna Stats elects to just move it across. Panthers playing very patient soccer here. Alexis Kane now near side. Good loft to the ball, keeps it moving. Panthers tap. But a solid clear from the Fort Atkinson defense. Stats able to get to that loose ball, drops it back for the D. And now back to Stats midfield. Not able to hold this one, and Fort Atkinson has an opportunity. Lead pass is pushed hard. Boy, look at the speed as Fort Atkinson closes on that one. They push it off of Oregon and out of bounds, and they'll get the throw in front of their own bench. Just inside of 10 minutes to play. Panthers up 8-0. Throw into Fort Atkinson from the far side. Panthers kick it right back out, and we'll do another throw. Out of bounds, and that is going to be a goal kick for the Panthers.
Goal kick, Oregon.
Goalie Kelly Kubicek to take that. No, excuse me, we're gonna bring in Jenna Stats.
Hey, Jim.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Tegan Gray.
Battle at midfield here. Either team able to establish. Now the Panthers chip it. Good stop by the last row defense.
Your attention, please.
Fort Atkinson working with it.
There is a cell phone with a charger that was left in the concession stand area. Appears to be maybe someone from Fort Atkinson. Please report.
Lead pass is intercepted by Fort Boy and sent down and towards the penalty area. Kelly Kubicek elects to come out and just take that one. And with 8:20 to play, she'll get the punt opportunity. Lines up and lifts a high spinner. Schwartzmiller not quite able to stop it, but she's got hold of it now. Works it along midfield. Nice lead pass, and the Panthers have a great chance here as they tap it. It's a foot race to that ball, working all the way to the end line. Out of bounds? No, it remains in play. Now working towards the far side, right in front of the Panthers bench, and the Panthers have it. Send one towards the net, but fairly light, and Rachel Gerendale able to stop that one up. She'll go for the punt. Panthers send it right back to the D, who obliges in kind. At the midfield line. Panthers turn it over. It's Fort Atkinson with it. Good turnaround there by Schwartzmiller. Another solid step around move. Put it towards the middle of the field, and it's swatted away by the defense of the Blackhawks. Tip it long, but the Panthers from behind, and they take over, and then it's Stats that swipes it across. Alexis Kane picks up that loose ball. She'll head toward the near side. 83-18 on the clock, just inside of 7 minutes to go. Panthers up 8-0 here at Huntoon Memorial on top of the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. Jenna Stats with it now all the way on the far side. Stats with a nice lift. Fort Atkinson gets in front but knocks it out of bounds, and the throw in will go for Oregon.
Now in for Oregon, Hannah Rohrer.
Big collision there, and that foul I'm pretty sure is going to go against Oregon. It does. Signe Kind fouled by Mara Widensee. Widensee goes and pats her on the shoulder, no hard feelings.
Atkinson.
Fort Atkinson with 5.5 minutes to go will send a free kick along. Good hard kick. This one, oh, is headed very nicely by the Panthers. Great free kick, but the Panthers are able to turn it right back to midfield. Alexis Kane to hold. Nice little kick out of midair there. Schwartzmiller drops it back to the D. Panthers have a look at a run here. Great breakup by Fort Atkinson. Reverse course, but Jenna Stats is going to gather the loose ball and kick it to midfield. Kane now near side, inside of 5 minutes to go. Kane moves one forward, and it's Mara Widensee on a run for it. Widensee, a great tap to the top of the penalty area, and that is broken up by the defense. Outstanding defensive work from the Blackhawks. Now it's Hannah Rohrer. Rohrer into the middle. Panthers with it there, can't turn on it. Is Brooke Johnson out of bounds for a goal kick.
Fort Atkinson.
Low liner, fielded by Fort Atkinson. The Panthers quickly get a hold of it.
Now in for Fort Atkinson, Haley Miles.
Alexis Kane at midfield.
And Georgia Brannaman.
Mara Widensee, a one-touch to Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller overruns. Kane will let that one go off of Fort Atkinson and take the throw with 4:45 left. Schwartzmiller, a nice play. Keep that one going. Good little step over move, and the Panthers working their way towards the net. Defense able to delay. Stats comes up with it for Oregon. And the Panthers have it once more. Try a little give and go into the middle of the field. It's Schwartzmiller. Nice tap through the legs, but not able to get that last shot. And Fort Atkinson turns it around. Stats stepping up now. Fires this one towards the net, stopped by the defense. They've got a little open space. Look at the speed on Oregon, though, the closure. And they turn it around once more. Kind of fouled off toward Mara Widensee, heading towards the near side edge. Widensee plays it very nicely, but can't quite get there in time. Kane to follow up. Kane thought about a centering attempt. Her shot is blocked, but now they kick it over to Schwartzmiller in the middle. All the way back to Jenna Stats with 2.5 minutes to go. This one's going out of play off of Oregon. It'll be a Fort Atkinson throw-in. Fort Atkinson's throw-in bangs off and out of bounds, and it'll be an Oregon throw the other way. Exactly 2 minutes to play in the contest. Oregon
Now in for
with an
Fort
8-0 advantage.
Atkinson, Kate England and Brianna Allard.
Alexis Kane towards midfield. Follows it up once more. The Panthers get it across. Spin that one hard towards the center line, but hang with it. Roar in the middle. She'll go back to the D of Kane with 90 seconds to go. Kane near side, a nice lead, but just out of gas is Macy Cox, not able to get there in time, and that'll be a goal kick.
Goal kick, Fort Atkinson.
60 seconds to play here as the ball heads toward midfield. Out of bounds against Fort Atkinson, throw in for the Panthers. Battle continues at midfield with 30 seconds to go. We've got a whistle. And that'll be a free kick for Oregon.
Free kick, Oregon.
Yeah.
Two, one. And that is the game. The Panthers, in convincing fashion, they take it home 8-0 over the visiting Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. An outstanding performance from these Panther girls. They have got a great team, and it shows. They beat Stoughton 4-0. They beat Fort Atkinson 8-0. Well on their way to another outstanding season. Thanks so much for joining us here at Huntoon Memorial Field. For my producer, Peyton, and all of us here at OCA Media, my name is Zach Seeloff saying so long, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Panthers in Blackhawks.